Generic greetings and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is G Colony, something that we started in the previous episode, and we are actually doing quite well. We have a very decent start here. Let's have a quick look at our Cycle 4 report. You can see that calorie generation was in the negative, which is something we will be fixing next day, and you can see we are generating a net 30.3 kgs of oxygen. So oxygen is good. It's just the calorie generation that is a little bit problematic. So let's fix that. Let's go over to food and then to the microbe musher. And we're going to place a microbe musher. It doesn't really matter because, as I mentioned earlier, this is all sort of temporary anyway. We'll probably place a microbe musher in... probably in here, perhaps? Maybe that won't be a temporary location, actually, now that I look at it. We'll go over to power with a wire, and then we're going to run the wire across, and then down, and then connect it up to here. Now, I didn't mention in the last episode, but I should really point out that everything in the game has a deco effect. It could just be deco 0, but it also has like plus and minus percentages. So, for example, this one is deco -5 for the wire. So if I go over to deco overlay, you can see that this is fairly cool, but these not so much. However, if you hide things in like the flooring, like this wire, then it doesn't affect it, which is why I'd recommend you do that. So, where are we? Well, we're currently digging out over there. We're building this microbe musher. Once the microbe musher is in place, we'll be able to start to produce some of those bars. We do need to clean the place up a bit, because as you can see, it's currently full of dirt and sandstone and all stuff, and that means that the decor stuff has gone down. There's some research complete, which is the water cooler. In fact, we might as well go and place one of those. Let me check. Yeah, water cooler. Where do I want to place it? Well, I guess we could place it around here. They generally sort of stand around it. Affects recreation morale. Yeah. Preferred room is a recreation room. We don't have a recreation room. I'll cover rooms later on, but basically, once you've got certain things in rooms, so for example, a washroom, it shows you the requirements for that. You don't designate a room like you would in, say, Prison Architect. You don't designate a room and then fulfill it. It happens when you have a certain number of things in, and it gives you the effect. In this case, that washroom there, if you have all of the plumb toilets and all of that, you gain a +2 morale for in there, which is really, really good. So it's one of the things that I didn't really understand from the get-go and still struggle with, because, like I say, it's not too opaque, but anyway. How we're getting on with this microbe musher? Still not there yet. Let me go to priorities then, and we want to increase that priority to say 9. We just want that. I just want to get that done. Get that built, because at the moment we've got the 4 duplicants rather, and they are using, I think, 2,000 calories each. So yeah, it's quite imperative, really, that we get this microbe musher on the go. That is now on the go. We're going to say mush bar, do forever. I don't really care too much about that one. We're going to do the same for the lice loaf. It will then error us, saying that we don't have resources, which is true. It's also saying we don't have water, but as you can see, they're grabbing it from the pitcher pump and then going up there. So you can see that part of this over here has now been constructed. There's three of these shine bugs around here. There's also some mealwood. We will enable auto harvest on that one. That's something that we currently don't really have anything of. We don't have any. We don't have anything when it comes to farming, which could come back to be a bit of a problem, and that's an issue. The toilet is out of order. We're going to set that to priority level 9, because what will probably happen is in the day, everyone's going to have a little bit of an accident, which is not good. Let's go over to skills, because we have some people with skills. So Marie here, very good at all manner of things, but we're just going to check. Excavation is 4, excavation is 1, excavation 10. So they haven't got any skills. So I want someone with probably science and cuisine. I'm going to say grilling. And Ashcan, machinery, and improved construction. Yeah, improved construction. So not only do they gain construction as a skill, they also get morale bonus for learning it, which, as you can see, the morale's over there. Cool, excellent. So in terms of overlays, we will double check. Oxygen, pretty good. Obviously, we do still have a couple of issues with some carbon dioxide, but it's not a big problem. The issue that we have really is that we don't have yet, anyway, a way for the oxygen to go down here, or the gases to flow. Now, you can get certain tiles, which is in research again. A lot of the stuff is obviously hidden behind research, and allow you to have stuff flowing past it. Like, for example, where would it be? It would be... There's one there. So there's a mesh tile used to build on walls and floors in rooms. Does not obstruct liquid and gas flow. So we will probably put one on either side, but we'll see. We do have the skill points again, and that'll be Bert this time, which is going to go, yeah, they are definitely excavation, straight to hard digging, which means that this will now be completed. And there's the thing that I was hoping not to see. So someone has made a mess. As you can see, Ashcan has had a little accident on the ladder there, and that's coated all... Oh, and there's another one. There's another one over there while they're trying to, ironically, clean the toilet out. Then we go to liquid spills, priority level extreme, and we want to clean all of that up, and we want to clean this up. The reason for that, even though that we've got this over on the right, which is what we'll be eventually pouring all of this stuff in, we need this cleaned up. If this isn't cleaned up from the beginning, then it means that just there's germs everywhere. And we're just looking at these. No, there's no germs there. That's good. Now we have this polluted water. We need somewhere to put it, and we will be putting it in and around here, so that's fine. So skill point earned, polluted water, it's telling us about all that. We don't need to check that out. Looks like the toilet is now getting cleaned and everything's pretty much sorted. Our main water tank here is pretty much lined, almost finished there, but naturally we've only got one person that can do a lot of the digging. Are you what are they doing there? I'm pretty sure they were cleaning the compost heap. I'm not too sure how that occurs, but anyway. We are now generating food, which is good. And we get another duplicant in the next 0.2 cycles. There is our research completed. Let's have a quick look at that. We can see now we have advanced research, which gives us the advanced research machine as well as a skill scroll where it runs the duplicate skill points for reassignment. We want to go for... as I mentioned, really want to go for that, which is our deodorizer. However, at this stage, I don't know whether it's best not to go for sanitation, because then we can at least start to build some of the other stuff. Whereas a bit of a bad smell, I'm not really too worried about a bit of a bad smell coming through. I mean, it can hit morale and stuff, but it's not like a massive problem. So we've got someone running on there. Ellie's running on the manual generator. Eventually we will go for other types of generation. In fact, let's check that out. Do we have a steam engine of some kind? Let's go up to our power here. And we've got internal combustion, so we've got coal generator, wood burner, we've got natural gas generator, oil refinery, petroleum generator, oil well, a polymer press, and then some mini pumps. Advanced power regulation is hydrogen generator, heavy watt wires, all of the big stuff there, and then finally you've got solar panels and steam turbine. Draws in steam directly from tiles below the machine's foundation, use it to generate electrical power. So yes, we can get a renewable steam turbine. Sadly, we won't be able to get over there well, very easily for a start. Oh, that must be a horrible existence for that Paku. Ugh. Did it say unhappy? No, it says happy. Okay, must really like that then. Fine, not going to judge. So, we have Marie on researching. We have Bert on almost certainly excavating. Yep. And we have Ashcan on the microbe musher there, generating some food. We will get another duplicant, well, right now. There we go. Let's choose the duplicant. We can go with fertilizer, a hatchling egg, 3 of them. Or we can go with Ari, which is good at operating and is a yokel, can't do researching, and Nesbit, who's good at agriculture, medicine, and excavating, and the narcoleptic. So just because of that narcoleptic trait, we're going to go with Ari, even though we don't really need someone with machinery, but we just need another person here. And then we'll double check their skills there, and we'll say improved operation, I guess. There we go. So we've got a fairly decent distribution of skills. We currently haven't got anyone that's doctoring, but that's not a big problem at the moment. In terms of sick, there's no one sick, and there's only 4% stress, so it's not really a big issue at all, is it? So we'll have to check our next day to see just how much... Oh, look at that. We can actually get access to that quite readily by just building straight down. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I'm very tempted to just build right across here and have this as our far end to the left. Maybe over there? Maybe dig to there. Get all of this stuff out first. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. What's currently happening is it's downtime, so they're having a little natter there. That's a skill pointer, but I don't know if... Yeah, we've already spent it. It gives us the alerts, but we already spent it previously. So, we've got water over on the top right. We've got water right above us with this weird infernal machine. We don't even know what that is. Cycle 6 report is ready. So, net calories minus 2,550 calories. Not too bad. And in terms of oxygen generation, minus 60. Sorry, minus 96. So, we probably need to put another probably another oxygen diffuser in. We could also go for this algae terrarium, which is consumes algae to produce oxygen and removes some carbon dioxide. It's gains 10% efficiency in direct light. So actually, and it actually outputs polluted water as well. Putting it down here is not a terrible idea, and the reason I say that is it's at the lowest point currently in the base, and probably will be the lowest point, except when we go in there. But it means all the carbon dioxide is going to go down there. It's going to get scrubbed. It's in direct light because of these 3 shine bugs that are hovering around, and it means that we don't have to use power. So that's pretty decent. We might end up changing, but we'll see how we get on. Ellie is underway with the research for the sanitation, plumbing, which will then go to sanitation. And that means that hopefully then we should be very close to starting about getting to a point where we can have like all of our showers and stuff. Speaking of that, where would they be? Where would the showers be? Well, I'm very tempted to place them around here. So we'll have like or we could place them around here, dig all of this out, and place them in here. But that means it's at a lower point, which means digging all of this out. Not that that's a problem though, really. I don't think that is a big problem. Research is now complete. If we were to do what I mentioned here, the problem is to get to it, we'd have to go all the way across, all the way down and then in, but considering we'd probably dig this out, it's not a terrible idea, and it's very, very close to this water supply. But what it isn't close to is this, so we probably have it, we could put it on this side. We could put it on this side, and that means that it's more centralized. That's okay, but then we have to consider that at least part of this, in fact up to here, this bit will be the traversal area. So actually I think I am going to put it around there, but anyway, we don't really need to worry about too much of that at this stage because we've currently got a lot more digging and building and everything else to do anyway. So there's our algae terrarium on the construction way. You can see that they've brought some more stuff there. Is that an egg that's just hatched? It was an egg that's just hatched. Oh, lovely. We've got a shine nymph. There we go. I think one of these is elderly. They're elderly there. This sweet old critter is over the hill and will pass in 0.4 cycles, sadly. Anyway, so we've got that digging out there, this digging out here. We are probably going to dig over to, well, I mentioned about this is where we'll have our bathroom, essentially. I think there is a perfect end point for it. And it would be that, and that. And then be across and down. And this is where we'll have the ladder. Like that. And that means we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 showers in them if we really wanted to, and the same there. Oh no, that's only height 3. That's a problem. Ah, my maths has been wrong all this time, hasn't it? 1, 2, 3. Darn it. Yes, it has. So that's actually wrong. Cancel. Which means this is wrong. Only-ish, though. Only-ish. It's not really... We don't really need to... It's not like a massive problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then across to there. No, you know what? I think that is fine. I think it's fine. Any lower, and we're coming very close to that, which is something I really don't want to do. Anyway, we'll go to dig. We'll dig that out. But at least we know where these things should go now. So this has to be redone just a little bit. Cancel along there. And then tiles along there. And we'll probably just double thickness the bottom of that, which isn't a massive problem anyway. And there we go. That's our rough idea. We will have doors in this one, so we'll do that with a pneumatic door either side. There we are. Right, so A colony achievement has been earned. Let's have a quick look at that, and we can see that we now have outdoor renovations. Construct a building outside the initial starting biome. Excellent. I don't know what that happened to be, but we now have it. Cycle 7 report is available. So, minus nearly 6,000 calories. That's not great. And oxygen generation is negative as well, but we haven't built these yet. So, I'm going to go to prior... actually, I'm not going to change it. No, I will change priority. I want to get them done. I want to get them built, and this one can also be built at level 9 as well. And once those are in, hopefully it'll work a lot better. So everyone is rushing to the toilet. What we tend to find, though, is that it will be used up, which isn't great. You can see these algae terrariums are now getting built. We've got this microbe musher on the go now that we have some power. And eventually we'll have to clean that outhouse up. There we go. There's the algae terrarium in. They're going to use some water. So they're going to go up and grab some water, probably from here. Pitch a pump. There we go. And then they're going to go up with it. Oh, to do that. Okay, fair enough. And then they'll deliver it to these, and then they'll start doing their thing. There you go. It says insufficient water, but that'll be delivered a bit more. There we go. There's some more coming down here. There we go. And they're now emitting oxygen and also using... emitting polluted water and emitting oxygen. However, they need more water. We might get rid of those if the pollution's too much of an issue, but we'll see how we get on. So, you can see that Ashcan is now digging away at some of the things that they can do. There is research complete, and that'll be sanitation, which means that hopefully then that is, yeah, pretty much done. So we'll go over to decontamination, which will require an advanced research machine. Currently we don't have. Does that say requires water? Or resources low water, and it's awaiting delivery. Yeah, so it'll require an advanced research machine, which we can place in at some point. That's not a problem. This is going to be our original sanitation area, which means the pipework will probably run across here and then dump into there. Something like that anyway. And then that'll be probably our first room. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about the rest of that one. Let's just have a quick look at our oxygen overlay. That is pretty good. Naturally, we've got this here, which we expected. The issue with this place is that it is quite low and it's also sealed off. So we might have an issue with carbon dioxide in there. And we'll probably, if that is the case, we'll probably put a pump. And we'll pump oxygen from the top down to the bottom. And that means having to scrub through it and stuff. But we'll see how much of a problem that is. We are going to empty waste from that toilet because currently it's almost full, and what will probably happen is that someone will come along and try to use it, and well, one person will use it and then the other 4 duplicates want to use it, and then they'll have an accident, and yeah, it's best cleaning now. You might notice as well that this wash basin has the arrows left and right. What that means is that when someone goes past it, at certain directions, so we can say just left, just right, both. It means that if they go that direction, they will use it. I normally keep it on both ways, so if they pass it, they have to use it, which is a good rule of thumb, especially when they've just used the outhouse. Anyway, so these are in here, which are also scrubbing. There's some more nymph eggs. Yeah, there's going to be loads of shine nymphs and stuff around here. Anyway, yeah, so you can see they're using that. Maybe we could change that so it's just as they go to the left. I'm not too bothered. That also needs to be cleaned as well. You see that's pretty much full. When we get the automatic one in, we'll have a pump in this area here. We'll then pump that water over to the shower and other things around here, and then we will have probably the waste going down and then across. That's probably the way we'll do it. Cycle 8 report is ready. Again, minus nearly 7,000 calories and minus oxygen generation, but only a small bit. It's the calories that's the problem. It is the calories that's the problem. So, how can we fix that? Well, how much have we got at the moment? Edible is fine, but a lot of it is like, we've got the mush bar, we've got the nutrient bar, we've got the merc root. So actually, it's not too much of a problem. But it will become a problem. So we need to sort that out. The best thing I could probably do ventilation, get that done first. And once ventilation is done, I'll go for some advanced cooking. So there's that research done. Right at the top here, meal preparation, which gives us electric grills, mess tables, egg crackers, and farm tiles. So the farm tiles is something that I am probably going to place later on. There's a couple of schools of thought. With the farm tiles using carbon dioxide, or they can grow on carbon dioxide, you can generally place it right low, and then that means that they just do that, or you can place them further up. I think we're probably going to just place it around here, but I don't know. This is going to be probably our sleeping area, although I will section it off so you get the room bonus, and we'll bring it all the way to this side. This is going to be like cooking and stuff, and that'll come to the end there, like a mess table, and then whatever we need on the right hand side. But we're just waiting for them to crack on with all of this. Obviously there's so much to build and to dig out anyway, so it's going to be a fairly big task, this one, but we are planning for the future. We're planning for a fairly big colony. I say fairly big, I don't know. It's all a matter of perspective, I guess. But if we get, say, 10 duplicants, that's pretty good. So research is now underway for our next thing, which will be for the grill as well as the mess tables. I do find that having those it's a bit of an advantage, actually, having those. Just because you can grill the mush bars to make them, I think actually, is it grill? It says grill that we're getting. Yeah, electric grill, but it's not actually, I think it's actually mush fries that you make, so you're frying on the grill. Anyway, that's what you make, and they're a bit more palatable. But anyway, we're going to get another duplicant any second now, so that'll bring us up to the total of 6 duplicants, and we do have an extra spare cot in there anyway, so that's fine. And hopefully we'll get someone. What do we need? In terms of skills, we've got excavation, we've got construction and machinery, we've got machinery, science and cuisine, we got science and strength. Basically, it's medicine and agriculture that we're looking for. One of the, either or really, it's just so we get a nice decent soft load out there. There's our printable, so we'll go for that one. So we've got actually athletics, agriculture and strength, not bad. Agriculture, excavation and creativity, but loud sleeper, so no. Stinky, narcoleptic, no. Care packages, merc root, so that's a nice amount of calories if we got them. Hassan, increased strength. We're not really too bothered about the other stuff though that they've got on them. You know what, I might get the merc root care package. Yeah, I don't think that's too much of a problem. We might as well get the merc root, because we are getting low on calories anyway, so doing that isn't too much of a problem. Right, I think we will leave it there for this episode. Not too bad. We have almost got into this area. We've got a lot more research done. This is almost fully lined. We've got plans for where we're going to have the toilet and the shower. And is that someone with food poisoning? That is someone with food poisoning. Brilliant. But overall, not too bad. We've set out our stall and sort of set to what we're going to try and do. Hopefully the next episode, or maybe the episode after that, we'll get this done. We'll have to see. It's going to be a lot of plumbing. The issue is there's just a lot of stuff to do, and not enough duplicants to do it. But you can see they are eating some mush bar there and having a little chat. Once we've got this research done, we will also have the mess tables, so they can sit around here and eat, which will be really good. Either way, hope you have enjoyed the video and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.